Long story short, I was just gonna say, I recently switched from conditioning to strength, and now it's like way fucking easier. It's so much easier. Oh my god.
Strength training. I thought most people start with strength training. Ugh.
I mean, they do. They're just kind of wrong. It's the easiest one. You just show up. You show up, you pick up the thing, you put it down, you go home.
It is also the most fun. Because then you can start throwing it at each other.
You just can't pretend like... Don't do that.
Medicine balls, dude. Do it.
Oh. I guess it's true.
Ah.
Nice.
What? Oh, right. Sorry, you think they'd start with
like...
the sword, but they're interested in this. This is your tutorial.
Yeah. What? This is weird. I don't like the kids fawning over you. This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's only one of them. I think the other two are dudes.
I want to know, like, why... What was the switch in, like, Yeah, they're still fawning over you, though. Just in a different way.
Yeah.
They're, like, so cool. It's like...
Oh, the baby's mouth I didn't think open, like...
The kid's doing the full pog.
Malopog.
Yeah. Get that out of here. What a terrible emote. It's not real, I hope. It's gotta be real. It's gotta be real somewhere. There's some Twilight Princess speedrunner who has that.
Who even knows, man?
Is Twilight Princess even a real game?
I mean, I'm certainly playing it. I gotta lock on and press L. So this is basically the only one you're ever gonna use, because who the fuck doesn't lock on?
Weirdos. Weirdos and weeps.
That was supposed to be, Sorry.
You messed it up.
I gotta...
There you go. Do you ever use that? Do you ever do the poke?
Poke?
Yeah,
oh,
like the stab.
It accidentally happens when I walk at someone and then press B.
It's like, it's handy, but not for the enemies you're fighting, if that makes sense.
Wish I could just do that and skip that whole tutorial. Do the end of it. It's like, oh, okay, he knows. He knows.
I broke it. He understands. He's done this. There's save data.
Dude, you know what game I'd like to do?
What?
Cameo.
Which one's Cameo? Is that the rare one? We talked about it before, right?
Have
yeah.
we?
Oh, man. Do we have to get like a whole capture thing?
Yeah, and a HDMI ready Xbox 360. I don't have one of those.
I keep forgetting about that part. There's no Xbox 360
there is.
emulator. Is there?
Oh, no,
is,
not an emulator. No. I thought you were going to
okay.
say capture card. That's a different beast.
It's like just not worth it. Like, there's like, what, 4 games on the Xbox that we'd want to do?
Yeah, I mean, there's Nuts and Bolts, there's Cameo.
Okay, 5. Nuts and Bolts, Cameo.
And the best versions of Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie.
I was going to say Fable 2.
Ooh, Fable.
Yeah. You have to keep me away from that spinner box. It's so much fun, though. Maybe Burnout 2, but the copy I had is very broken.
Fucking, what is it? Oh, Fable 2, but someone else decides what upgrades you get.
What?
What you can use.
I kind of like it. I feel like that would be stronger for 3.
Yeah.
Because 3 is as much as 3 was not a good one. It was much more limiting in your upgrades.
Right, I just need a line from you. Hello, would-be goatee haver.
I like how everyone just paints this dude as, like, high as balls hippie.
He lives in the middle of nowhere in a hut.
You live in the middle of nowhere in a hut.
No, I live near a town.
You live in a tree. That town sucks. They have 2 exports. Pumpkins and goats.
And chickens.
I don't think that's an export. I think they just eat that.
What? No, I did not want to get back on the horse.
You didn't like this? You didn't watch this?
Bye.
Oh, I've been playing Monster Hunter. I'm so not used to controllers. All of the information I learned about how to use a fight stick just completely erased using controller in my brain. They'll be like, press ZL. I'm like, I have no idea where that could be.
Keep pressing start because I think it's literally every other Zelda game.
You fool. This was a new era.
No, they just decided
They
to put
wanted
items
to
on
change
up
and they didn't
D-pad.
know to what. I feel like this is definitely like the negative side of listening to your audience, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, from my understanding, I could be entirely wrong here too, but from what my understanding was, the reception on Wind Waker when it came out was like, okay, that was a not good direction to go, so let's go the opposite, where we go more realistic and dark and less stylized, and that's what spawned this.
Yeah.
And then this is like a weird limbo. This feels like an era of, so like, you know, the early GameCube and the, like, early PlayStation and whatnot was like very experimental times of like, we have 3D. What do we do? What can we do? What should we do? Look at you just fucking zoned him out. He's not allowed to move.
I forgot I gotta find a key.
All right, I sometimes do get here too, and I'm like, I guess I fight forever.
I saw the 2 targets, I'm like, well, I'm going to that one. No way I need to go to that one, right?
Yeah. Man, what was I just talking about?
Smaller maps.
Oh, also Viva Pinata for the Xbox thing.
Oh, yes! We play Trouble in Paradise, the one that has more shit in it.
We can. I'm gonna warn you, it's not that much greater. There's still the underlying problem of you just can't put stuff in your garden because you get filled up. Ugh. It's the worst. I really wish they just didn't have a lot of the background stuff and just let me put more stuff in, you know.
Like in maybe maybe smaller habitats.
Just like, because it'll be like, no, because I mean like not just in like size, but also in like garden memory, I guess. Right, like every time you put down, say, a fence that takes up like space, quote unquote. If you try to put down too many things, it's like, sorry, can't put anything more down. Like, I have half a fence and like kind of a pathway. I want to make like a cool city looking thing.
You only grass here, motherfucker.
Basically,
And
like
a
every
pond.
time. Oh, don't even get me started with how much space the tree takes up in that same thing.
Alright, that moblin was a little close for my comfort.
Look, man, they don't have dental. No one has dental out here.
Gonna say. Anyone?
Yep.
Yo, it's
You know
the
what must've
Afro
been-
guy's bird.
Oh yeah, he's got a whole bird that sells you potions and shit.
He's used in a glitch to get the Master Sword early.
This stuff is so weird.
Video games are dumb.
Yep. I love them. They're stupid. I'm out of coffee.
Still like annoyed that the randomizer for this is on HD.
What?
Yeah. It's only on Twilight Princess HD. I think it's just because the Wii U is easier to mod.
Can we talk about you and the Majora's Mask one? Probably not.
We have not. I've only gone through that game fucking once. I was going through a second time, and then I was like, you know.
Such is life. That's why I hated this one. I couldn't skip the Ocarina of Time either. Never mind.
Yeah, but they were shorter in Ocarina.
They were a lot shorter.
Dance.
Yeah, I feel like I brought this up 50 times, but I'm going to bring it up again. I'm real sick of every, like, triple or double A game studio. Not everyone, but a good number of them. Yeah, I think this is mostly triple A ones that make, excuse me, that get, like, a whole, like, what's it called? Body morph suit rig thing?
Motion capture studio.
Yeah. To make, like, intricate cutscenes and stuff, and then 2 to 5 years later, like, yeah, you know, we figured out that was the most expensive part to make. And I'm like, oh my god, how did you not figure that out?
I mean, it's paying off for Warframe.
Is it though?
It's what they use. What they use from 90% of their animations.
That's fine. I mean, like, for cutscene stuff.
They do it in cutscenes too.
No. I mean, like, Destiny.
Oh.
Well, they'll make cutscenes, and they'll figure out every time they make a cutscene, it costs a lot of money. So then they're
Well,
like, we should, like, make fewer cutscenes.
But well, I think the difference is Warframe's motion capture studio is in-house.
So is well, actually, I don't know that for sure.
Because if that's the most expensive part, it sounds like it's the they're renting.
You can have in-house studios, and they still take up a good amount. It's very expensive to get the actors in to record the whole thing.
Oh, that's the other thing, is Warframe also just uses their existing dev.
Oh.
And community managers.
They're not, as far as I understand. Again, I don't know for sure. Maybe I'm a liar, but considering how Destiny has been, started with a few cutscenes just in the first one, and then every DLC was like, I don't have time for this cutscene. And then from then on, there's been way fewer. I say that like I've played a lot of Destiny. I haven't. The only good gun in Destiny is the revolver. Whoever made the revolver, excellent work. That thing is fantastic. There's like an actual.
That's why when it was launched and you got like to play the versus mode and a dungeon, one of the legendary they gave you was the sun gun.
It's just so good. There's like a whole whoops, punched a microphone. Excuse me. What's the term I'm looking for? Like flowchart of decisions. Flowchart's not the right term, but every bullet is like a new decision you have to make, and in between you have to reload. You have a dodge, and you have, depending on your class, like the punch or throw knife, and it's just like a really like just that. With how close, like mid to close range, a lot of the enemies get, it's beautiful. Everything else just feels like the same goddamn gun. Everything else just feels like a weirder assault rifle. Even the shotgun, I'm a bit like, oh, what you got? What you got? Oh, good.
Don't fuck with bees. Look at this. This man's been fucking with bees all day. I'm gonna fuck with him. Oh, it went to me.
Ah, get out of there.
Here. Oh, it didn't pass on. Sometimes you can get it so they attack him. I think.
Rude.
I might be thinking of an entirely different game.
Dream? This might be a fever dream.
Could also be that. Hey, Colin. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. So I'm gonna have to give these my sword.
God, everyone hates Colin. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad he's here, but man, do I hate him.
Got a bowl cut.
Good.
Too.
Everyone bully him.
I had to give up my sword for you, dipshit.
And then he loses it.
Not even loses, he breaks it.
Oh, it's even worse.
Of course, we also get an actual sword, so...
That's true, I guess.
As a child, I thought Colin was a girl.
I couldn't tell. I was just kind of like, oh, that was the whale. I just saw the message.
From earlier?
With the character, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't hear the bleep, and I forgot it wasn't going to happen when I was watching this. That is... Oh, I forgot what that was in context to originally.
That was things I dislike because the character is supposed to be good or bad, and it's not really either. Or...
Oh...
Yeah.
Is that in that? Okay. Yes. I don't fully remember, but I'll take your word for it. It's hard to get into without...
I was going to say something specific. I'm like, if I give any character details, it's going to be immediately obvious.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't talk around it from how it's produced. It's kind of like, yeah, that's just what that is. There's like, I don't even want to go on that side tangent that immediately goes into, like, figuring out what we were talking about. You know what I've been wanting to do? I mean, I can't, obviously, and it's not something I actually want to put that much effort into. But if I ever do, like, my own Twitch stream thing, I want to just make a whole new character and environment, like, every new stream.
That's expensive.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, an actual build a thing, but, I could just wear, like, an apron and chef's hat and be like, what's up? I'm the chef today. You skipped the whole cutscene again.
Are we not doing that? I thought we were doing that. I don't want to read.
Because this was a new, Sunday chill session. We can just have them run out.
Yeah, but I'd have to read.
You don't have to read. Just have it go.
I have to press A to have it advance. It doesn't auto-advance.
Then just press the A button. They can pause it if they really care.
Seems weird when we can skip.
I mean, if you're in the driver's seat, if you want to skip, you can skip.
Yeah, I don't really like this shot, so that was also part of it.
That's also fair. That was a weird. I don't know why they painted Minnow like that. You doing good?
But you're supposed to break it. There. This looks exactly like this. I'm pressing two different buttons if it wasn't obvious.
But yeah, you know, I have one where I'm like a grouchy, like 60-year-old, like fry chef dude.
I think you could narrow this down a little bit more and do like
I have one where I'm like
not one every stream, but one every couple.
I mean, it wouldn't be like a exactly new character every time, but you know, like just have a list.
Better yet, just slowly morph one character into the next.
I don't want to do that. I like people jumping and being like, "What's the thing today? What are we doing?" I feel like I would have been more into acting and whatnot if it weren't for the what's the term I'm looking for? The like very
Culture.
narrow scope of what you could do with it, like as a career, and even just as like for fun, right? Like every time I'd want to do something that involves acting, I would have to get with a group of people.
You have to.
You have to. And also, I mean, like, I also know from a friend of mine who did a lot of acting stuff, like, acting communities, especially, like, some of the smaller local ones can just be insufferable sometimes. Man,
I think Minda's ass just fucked this interview. That shit.
Doing good.
Ever since then, we've been going all sorts of weird directions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause this.
What watching one cutscene does to you.
Never. I don't know why it scared me. That actually scared me.
Because it's cinematic.
Whoa. Every time I see, like, this circular thing, I just immediately remember robot rocket on wheels thing. Rocket. I don't know why. I think it was just there was a few sections that had just very annoying platforming, and they're just baked into my brain.
Yeah, like there's those like really weirdly like we're gonna make the platform as thin as shit.
Well, it's like the character himself was also like very difficult to control.
Yeah, he didn't like he took a long time to get going and to stop.
He did. His acceleration was weird. His jump was awful.
His double jump was worse.
Especially that second jump. Like, it's a game I will never forget, but also, like, if someone was like, hey, I want to have some fun, is this old game fun? I'd be like, no, you put that down.
You can have fun by looking at the red box. That's all you get.
Shiny red box. I was curious, is there a reason we didn't do Final Fantasy IX?
A lot of reading. And I wanted to actually pay attention to it.
That's fair. Is that a stream one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one I was originally planning to do as a stream with people, and we would need to do voices. There's also a lot of characters though.
Is that Bug Fables? No, we already kind of did Bug Fables.
We tried Bug Fables, and then we did reading. Didn't work. I wanted to pay attention to the story. See, exactly, we're back there again, you know?
It's such a good game, though.
Right? I thought about speedrunning it, and then I looked at the route, I was like, oh, I had to, like, purposely fuck up a lot of inputs, and I think my brain will not be able to register that for, like, a couple days. Because they tell you exactly how to do fights.
You have to mess up inputs?
Yeah, because Kabu does 1 damage by default, pretty much. And, if you just, like, hit him with Vi, and then Kabu them with 1 damage, you just kill him. You don't have to wait for the entire animation to play.
It's a little funny.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious, but also incredibly boring to play, probably.
Also, I feel like this part we're in right now is easily the most annoying part of this entire video game.
Why? Because it's here. Let's get you railroaded. Here's a cutscene.
No, it's half railroad. It's railroad, cutscene, annoying tutorial, annoying enemies, non-stop, not a lot of health. Like, don't get me wrong, I am in favor of parts of games that you're like, oh god, it's this part.
This is not the way to do it, though.
Yeah. That's for sure. Wait, oh
I
god.
think
Do you
I
remember
think the mundane start is fine. Like the oh you're a farm boy, do this, that, and that. Because I mean, Ocarina of Time is wake up, bitch, go on an adventure. Here it's you have to experience being farm lad.